I have Sepre, I have Ramande, I have Abidosheka, I have Kanduka Kandesa, I have Refasefare, I have Balebosken Delebo, I have the Bushkabash, I have the Boski House. Christianity and in Africa. All this power and the flying now go in on any. The flying Jirisiunu go abacha. Oh, wow, don't power in where. Aqua that na hanging government, meji, all this nonsense. Only element in our land. Even when government will checkmate all this nonsense. You forget, people are hopeless. Look at crowd. Just look at crowd. People after graduating from university. How? When you can follow, it's not graduating the Unizik. I say, now go here basara pure chemistry. Watagusi University. No way. Obviously, that end is the only hope upon prayer places, prayer worship centers. Also, go on there, and then the magic there. That is saying they destroy Gundibai. The Britain has destroyed our people. And their worst and their best agent at the same time. About all these pastors in our for these days, and then our war. How about the Britain can colonize and can destroy completely. Politicians on their own destroying, pastors on their own destroying, and then our war on their own destroying. All against our people, but our people cannot reason. All this power and I shout, the buski. What is it for a GRO electricity? A GRO industry? Nothing. KDH power here. Amaro. Age all this power. That's listen. Power. I have Ribadu. I have Ribadu. I have Amande. I have Abidosheka. I have Kanduka Kandesa. I have Alakwamo. On Shamo. The Buski. Hey. Chai. God have mercy on us. What would I want to create?
It's not funny. It's not funny, Biafrans. Anywhere you're hearing my voice, you're supposed to know you keep freedom aside. You keep religion aside. Whether Imam, whether Muslim, whether Ikusinan, whether anything or keep it aside. Keep it aside now. Let's get our freedom first. Let's get our freedom first. Freedom surpasses everything.
This platform that they will come for you. You see, let me tell you one thing that people don't know because you don't know history. I forgive some of you because in your schools in the zoo they don't teach you anything. I want some people to actually go and sit down and study the history of Islam. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped growing. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped, only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of Yahweh Yeshua. Of course, immensely corrupted. That we know. But Islam believes in expanding through war. And that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record. And UTMF4, I want to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen very carefully. And I will say it tonight. And if you come to me in the...
This is voice of our leader. The word they are bringing to Olu since 5 days now. You are not using anointing oil or handkerchief to fight it. You use weapon. You use what they are bringing to our doorstep. It is fire for fire. It is not, defending yourself is not a crime. If these people are coming with anything solid, bring more solid things. That is what we are doing. Keep your religions one side first. Oh, Azotani, Ewezobute. Biafrans, Biko no boho onwa na force ya happen religion ya. Better sigide bia na akoko first. Keep it one side first. Biko no. You can't be more Catholic than the Pope. You can never.
In future, I'll refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June 2015. And as I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening, if ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course they're part of Boko Haram anyway, if they fall, not if they, because they are forged an alliance already, if they launch any attack with the name of ISIS on the zoo soil, if you come to us to give us weapons, I will decline it. I will allow them to kill all of you before we mount any counteroffensive. Let me tell you one thing that you don't understand. Some of you, you claim you went to school, but you didn't go to school. Because if you went to school, you will understand how Islam works. Islam is coming for you. They must come for you. It's a M-U-S-T, must. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Only you can defend yourselves. This headline here is a confirmation if you need one. I think Abubakar said it yesterday. Today is being confirmed that ISIS is coming. Not just Boko Haram, but the real bad people that are coming. They need access to the oil, and they will get it to secure their financial base for their continued expansion within the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. The zoo is seen as pivotal, and Biafra land is where the resources that they're looking for is lying in. They don't trust Buhari anymore. Buhari was their godfather, they no longer trust him. I mean, Boko Haram in this instance. Buhari, they thought would give them Sharia immediately. Buhari saying, I don't belong to anybody. From that day, they intensified their bombing. Some of you cannot reason, you cannot see very well because you're blind. But at least you are lucky. You are listening to Radio Biafra. Very, very lucky indeed. I'm telling you the truth. Or else, I can go fufu in your blindness. It is that darkness we've come to shed light on that you can see properly. If they enter the zoo, I will not command this army. And I need guns and I have the men. I need guns and I need bullets. That's all we need. And then we'll win. I have been sounding this warning. I've been telling you, you think we are joking. They are coming. Your mothers will be raped. Your sisters will be married off as slaves. I'm telling you that now. Right as I speak, write it down. Biafra land will be decimated unless we equip this army to defend us. If we don't equip our army to defend us, in other words, if we don't march this year, it will be very difficult for us to recover. Forget all this nonsense. All these so-called pro-Biafra groups you're saying, Awasa brought them out to confuse you. Awasa brought them out. That is why they cannot say what we are saying or do what we're capable of doing. These are Awasa groups, and you are not listening. That's not what I want to. You are not listening because the devil has gone into all these idols that you worship. The devil has gone inside you to harden your heart, to blind your eyes that you can no longer see. That day, I will tell you to remember the broadcast of the 8th of June 2015. I will tell you to go back to it. I need guns and I need weapons. If I don't have guns and bullets, the army of Biafra cannot defend your towns and villages. The sooner you get that into your thick skull, the better for everybody. You are black people, you don't reason, I know that for sure. But the sooner you take this very message seriously, the better for everybody. Or else you're finished. ISIS is coming. They will enter the zoo and Chad very, very shortly. Not as Boko Haram, they are coming in as their franchise and as their name dictates. ISIS is coming. If you like, you make haste while the sun is shining, or if you like, you can continue to be dumb and stupid. That is entirely up to you. I won't be there, but you'll be dead anyway. And Radio Biafra will not report it, and nobody will. If you like, you give us guns. If you like, you don't. We are trying to save you, not you saving us. We'll continue. I told you on this platform that they will come for you. You see, let me tell you one thing that people don't know because you don't know history. I forgive some of you because in your schools in the zoo, they don't teach you anything. I want some people to actually go and sit down and study the history of Islam. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped growing. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped, only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of Yahweh Yeshua. Of course, immensely corrupted, that we know for sure. But Islam believes in expanding through war, and that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record. And UTMF4, I want you to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen very carefully. And I will say it tonight. And if you come to me in the future, I'll refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. And that I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening. If ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course, they're part of Boko Haram anyway. If they fall, not if they, because they are forged an alliance already, if they launch any attack with the name of ISIS on the zoo soil, if you come to us to give us weapons, I will decline it. I will allow them to kill all of you before we mount any counteroffensive. Let me tell you one thing that you don't understand. Some of you, you claim you went to school, but you didn't go to school. Because if you went to school, you will understand how Islam works. Islam is coming for you. They must come for you. It's a M-U-S-T, must. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Only you can defend yourselves. This headline here is a confirmation if you need one. I think Abubakar said it yesterday. Today is being covered that ISIS is coming. Not just Boko Haram, but the real bad people that are coming. They need access to the oil, and they will get it to secure their financial base for their continued expansion within the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. The zoo is seen as pivotal. And Biafra land is where the resources that they're looking for is lying in. They don't trust Buhari anymore. Buhari was their godfather, they no longer trust him. I mean, Boko Haram in this instance. Buhari, they thought would give them Sharia immediately. Buhari saying, I don't belong to anybody. From that day, they intensified their bombing. Some of you cannot reason, you cannot see very well because you're blind. But at least you're lucky. You're listening to Radio Biafra. Very, very lucky indeed. I'm telling you the truth. Or else, I can not go fufu in your blindness. It is that darkness we've come to shed light on that you can see properly. If they enter the zoo, I will not command this army. And I need guns and I have the men. I need guns and I need bullets. That's all we need. And then we win. I have been sounding this warning. I've been telling you, you think we are joking. They are coming. Your mothers will be raped. Your sisters will be married off as slaves. I'm telling you that now. Right as I speak, write it down. Biafra land will be decimated unless we equip this army to defend us. If we don't equip our army to defend us, in other words, if we don't march this year, it will be very difficult for us to recover. Forget all this nonsense. All these so-called pro-Biafra groups you're saying, Awasa brought them out to confuse you. Awasa brought them out. That is why they cannot say what we are saying or do what we're capable of doing. These are Awasa groups, and you are not listening. That's not what I want to. You are not listening. Because the devil has gone into all these idols that you worship. The devil has gone inside you to harden your heart, to blind your eyes that you can no longer see. That day, I will tell you to remember the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015. I will tell you to go back to it. I need guns and I need weapons. If I don't have guns and bullets, the army of Biafra cannot defend your towns and villages. The sooner you get that into your thick skull, the better for everybody. You are black people, you don't reason, I know that for sure. But the sooner you take this very message seriously, the better for everybody. Or else you're finished. ISIS is coming. They will enter the zoo and Chad very, very shortly. Not as Boko Haram, they are coming in as their franchise and as their name dictates. ISIS is coming. If you like, you make haste while the sun is shining, or if you like, you can continue to be dumb and stupid. That is entirely up to you. I won't be there, but you'll be dead anyway. And Radio Biafra will not report it, and nobody will. If you like, you give us guns. If you like, you don't. We are trying to save you, not you saving us. We'll continue. Nigeria is a tumor, a cancerous tumor breeding trust fund. Cut it out and Africa will be free. Let it not be said that the disintegration of Nigeria will somehow bring an end to Africa's cohesion and unity. It is a lie. It's a lie. It will strengthen it. Nigeria is the country dragging Africa backwards, being purportedly the most populous nation, black nation in the world, with vast reserves of oil and gas in my land in Biafra. A lot has been expected of Nigeria over the years, but each time they have failed. If you terminate Nigeria, it's like a cancer growing somewhere on the body of Africa. Once you get rid of Nigeria, believe you me, Africa will spring to life. Nigeria is a tumor, a cancerous tumor breeding trust fund. Cut it out and Africa will be free. Let it not be said that the disintegration of Nigeria will somehow bring an end to Africa's cohesion and unity. It is a lie. It's a lie. It will strengthen it. Nigeria is the country dragging Africa backwards, being purportedly the most populous nation, black nation in the world, with vast reserves of oil and gas in my land in Biafra. A lot has been expected of Nigeria over the years, but each time they have failed. If you terminate Nigeria, it's like a cancer growing somewhere on the body of Africa. Once you get rid of Nigeria, believe you me, Africa will spring to life. Our focus as a government is to make sure that we secure our land, make sure that our military, our army, our resistance fighters are funded, make sure that we provide them with enough sophisticated weapons, enough material to protect our women and our children. The thing as a government, what we are doing is to make sure that our people are not getting killed like other people in Nigeria are getting killed. It is the responsibility of this Biafra government. And that responsibility we are going to take till the day of the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. Our focus as a government is to make sure that we secure our land, make sure that our military, our army, our resistance fighters are funded, make sure that we provide them with enough sophisticated weapons, enough material to protect our women and our children. The thing as a government, what we are doing is to make sure that our people are not getting killed like other people in Nigeria are getting killed. It is the responsibility of this Biafra government. And that responsibility we are going to take till the day of the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. I was told that in Kuwait, they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they came. Is that correct? Some people stayed here at the fort. They knew they would be outnumbered and overwhelmed, but out of honor and dignity, they stayed and they fought. And between you and me, I'm being very honest, if there is one thing we don't have as black people, we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. I was told that in Kuwait, they have categories of citizenship. They have the first class one, the second, the third, and the fourth. Is that what you said? They said those who are in the first class are those of them that fought the Iraqis when they came. Is that correct? Some people stayed here at the fort. They knew they would be outnumbered and overwhelmed, but out of honor and dignity, they stayed and they fought. And between you and me, I'm being very honest, if there is one thing we don't have as black people, we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. Fight against Nigeria is with everything in us. Everything. And that's why we're defeating them. And those of you who do not want to be part of Biafra, pack your bag and leave Biafra land. I'm telling you, it is not going to be very conducive for you. Those of you who have been sabotaging Biafra, from the time immemorial, it will not be very, very conducive. Pack your bag and go. I am telling you the fact. The people of Biafra has risen up and nothing will stop them. Fight against Nigeria is with everything in us. Everything. And that's why we're defeating them. And those of you who do not want to be part of Biafra, pack your bag and leave Biafra land. I'm telling you, it is not going to be very conducive for you. Those of you who have been sabotaging Biafra, from the time immemorial, it will not be very, very conducive. Pack your bag and go. I am telling you the fact. The people of Biafra has risen up and nothing will stop them. shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all affronts. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. How to be a fraud, consecrated nation, oh Fatherland, peace be our soul and place. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible onset you pass. When we abide the wind of battle to yield, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score all might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from dying in pitfall. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to reach our humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Let us to serve with prison flames, to make this kind a land of righteousness. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra. And the time starts now. May the souls of the departed rest in peace, while their spirit embolden us to continue to fight until we declare Biafra, restore it, and defend it to the very last end. He say, I salute the wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom listening to us tonight. Those that have come to hear the achievement of Biafra, and those that have come to mock Biafrans, and those that have come to get messages of wisdom, and those that have come to learn what they never knew, and those that are thinking that Biafra is falling, and those that are thinking that by now we will be running away from our lands, those that are thinking that the enemies of Biafra will take over Biafra land and that our women and children will be at their mercy, those that are thinking that we will remain unprovoked, those that have been thinking that we will now be wailing and crying, calling on Tinubu and calling on America and calling on UK, calling on Europe and calling on UN and calling on International Criminal Court at this very time. We've gathered here this evening to give you our situational update as the operations of the war are ongoing because you are not reporting it. Your international media understands everything that is happening, but they are not reporting it. Your conventional corrupt red, yellow, brown, and white and dark envelopes of one Nigeria journalists are not reporting it. They are downplaying everything. But when they see what is happening in Congo, when they see the tenacity and bravery of Niger coup leaders, Burkina Faso, Mali, that is the top thing on their report. But the one that is happening in your one Nigeria, no, you wouldn't dare report it because you have been sanctioned never to allow anyone outside to understand the realities on ground. On this very note, we have come to make you understand what is actually happening. We salute the tenacity of our Prime Minister, the man of the moment, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, whom through the Biafran people are alive today. Without you, Biafran people would have been crying and their dead bodies would have been packed with caterpillars, like it is happening in the far north, middle belt, and in the west. I salute your tenacity and your courage. Keep the fire burning because Biafrans are with you. Our Supreme Leader, you are one of a kind. The messages we played of you of 2015 is the fulfillment of what is happening today. Your women will be raped, your children will be massacred, babies will be cut off heads, and some will be married off while they will kill you and take over your lands and communities. These are all what you told them in 2015, Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of what you told them, they kidnap you and lock you up. And while you are yet inside, everything that you said is happening before their very eyes. And they are crying and wailing day and night. And I thank God that God gave us you as a gift, because the day you were born was a blessing. The woman that conceived you was a blessing. The time you were born was a blessing. The location you were born was a blessing. The reason you were born was a blessing. Thank you for your assistance. We cannot forget our eternal leader who fought to defend Biafra for us to now come to understand that there was a Biafra that is worth fighting to defend. And that if we don't live up to that expectations, that we will become slaves in the hands of the Islamic jihadist terrorists. So we salute our eternal leader and all the heroes that fought alongside with him, the former president of Biafra, and all the heroes that carried out the January 1566 coup, which was targeted at saving the lives of everyone in one Nigeria, just like you see the repetition happening today. I salute Kaduna Nzoko and his likes and all the gallant men that took it as a sacrifice to see that everyone were not massacred without them knowing the sources. I thank you all, the heroes and heroines of Biafra. Your spirit continues to lead us and embolden us on this very quest of the liberation. Biafra land is sealed and defended and protected. The terrorists are falling by number. And so far, so good. In 5 days, over 424 of the zoo terrorists, both those that have been recruited and contracted, the mercenaries coming from America and Europe and UK and other Arab Islamic jihadist nations, are falling by the numbers. Let us give you the reports, because since people don't want to report it, a time is coming that you come back crying in your National Assembly and you will still report it just like Musa did. And Musa, we are waiting for you to come back and give them another situational report, because your cry before is what necessitated you guys to go and bring mercenaries from America. So wait so that you come and give them another situational report. The cry will continue, and we want your cry to continue, because Biafra land cannot be allowed to be taken over by your terrorists. So we will continue to destroy the enemies coming, because we cannot overlook our women in the hands of the terrorists. We cannot overlook our babies in the hands of the terrorists. We cannot overlook our babies. We cannot overlook our parents. We cannot overlook our neighbors. We cannot overlook everyone that answers Biafra to become slaves, to become grasses in the hands of the terrorists from the Sahel. So we thank Biafran people for their confidence. We thank Biafran people for standing their ground to this very time. All you have to do is to do what? Continue to cast your vote. And continue to call your families back home and give them solidarity. Tell them to stand their ground, that we are at war and they need to remain security conscious. Do not move out of the red line. Stay down until when we say so, because the terrorists are ravaging. And the Biafran Defense Force are making sure they are brought down. While the Biafran Liberation Army and resistance fighters are fighting these enemies in Imo, you see that the terrorists had to bring in French vessel to come and suckle our crude oil when we have told them it is not allowed. So from the Bakassi part of Biafra land, there was what? There was a bombing of a French oil vessel in Bakassi region of Biafra, which they came to lift our crude oil, of which we had warned them before now. So I want you to understand how the war is ongoing. From the naval side, they are fighting. From the Air Force, they are fighting. From the defense and on ground and the military, the Liberation Army and resistance fighters, they are fighting. So they are fighting left, right, center. And they are 100% handy to make sure Biafra land is defended. So when you hear all this, you must understand that for the army of Biafra to stand, they need all sophistication of weaponry. The war chest of Biafra must be funded, and everything must be defended. This is not time for you to dabble into irrelevant issues. This is time for you to keep the fire burning while you take your hunger down to the website where we make all our donations. Over 500 jihadist terrorists have been released since Biafra Defense Force have destroyed over 424 already in 5 days. So they now say they have to release more of their terrorists to come over to continue. And we can assure you that if 424 have been decimated in 5 days, how many will they be in 10 days? Wherever they are turning the war to, we will take it to them and we will follow them. Like our Prime Minister said, we are going for the attack. We are not waiting for them. Anytime that they sleep, anytime that they move an inch, we go after them and we destroy them. So Biafran people need to be resolute. You need to be formidable. You need to maintain your mental toughness. Above all, continue to cast your vote. I want people to understand something. At this very time, we are not just fighting war, but we are fighting war and then we are casting our self-referendum vote. So you should understand what this means. As you are seeing the tenacity and the firepower of the Biafran Defense Forces, what you need to do is go cast your vote in confidence, in support, and in solidarity with the army that are fighting to destroy the terrorists coming to kill your women and babies and children and men and mothers. And then you finish casting your vote, you then go to the website and then give them more support so that they can buy the bullets that have been casted against the enemies. Because to every bullet that goes out does not come back shield. It goes out and it becomes unshield. So we need to replace the bullet and acquire more weapons. Let the waters of Biafra not get dry. You are the one that will keep this war momentum the way we want it. The enemies that are coming into Biafra land must all be destroyed. Over 24 hammer tanks of the Nigerian Islamic terrorists have been neutralized just in 5 days. Over 24. Then over 424 of their men have been sent to go and meet Chukwokike. When they get to Chukwokike, Chukwokike will ask them, why did you go to rape? Why did you go to massacre? Why did you go to slaughter? Why did you go to cut the heads of the babies and women and pregnant women and old women and old men of Biafra extract? Our own job is to make sure we send you to God. Then God will now decide how to treat your matter. We are not the one to treat your matter. Our own is just carry out the duty of sending them to judgment. Then when they get there, they now go and face how the plenary will be between God and his angels and his beautiful beings. You know, they say when they go to heaven that they are entitled to 5,000 virgins. Let them get there and then they will go and enjoy their 5,000 virgins because we have sent them there. Let them go there and enjoy it. But not our own virgins in Biafra land. Not our own babies in Biafra land. Not our own women, not our own men, which they even convert men to women and then they penetrate men as if you are penetrating a woman. So not our own. Let them go to their heaven as they are dying to their heaven. Let them go and enjoy their demonic and devilish and Sodom and Gomorrah virgins there. So Biafra land must be defended at all costs. We are calling on the entire Biafran media, dependent and independent, writers and publishers, and those that create short documentaries and comedies, and everything that you do. It is time you lay bare, you lay naked the atrocities of one Nigeria against the Biafran people at this very time. Devote all your time in making sure all these reportages are everywhere. Do not say we have been reporting from time immemorial. No. Jesus Christ continued to preach and preach until even today. His message is still everywhere. And his message is still saving those that believe. So if you believe in your own religion, continue to practice it till the day you leave planet Earth. Because it is only Biafra that can save us now. Let all the messages, let all the atrocities of one Nigeria spread like a wildfire on the media so that when it is time, any way they click it, they will see the result. Have you all seen that the camera that we use to project and to show you the atrocities of the Islamic jihadist terrorists was removed? You saw them when they climb up to go to the marks and then remove the camera because they watch every reportage that we do on the internet. As they remove that one, we have another one that we are using to watch them. So that was just for the international community to see and know that look at where and what they are doing and how far they are massacring the people of Biafra in their communities. We are still seeing them from another angle that they have not seen us publish it. We show you what we want to show you, and what we don't want to show you, we will keep it. So we salute the Biafran people, the Biafran media who have been keeping wake this media from morning till night. There is everything that the Biafran people are happy of is the way you people are spreading the gospel of Biafra. Continue the good work and don't be distracted. Biafra first, no personal issues ahead or in front. Keep personal issues aside, personal grudges aside, and let it be all about Biafra. Forgive those and whoever have offended you. Let us put Biafra first. Let us give the Biafran Republic government in exile all the support that they need at this very time. Let us create awareness as well about more funding, because what the army needs to be able to defeat a terrorist demonic sect of these jihadis that we have seen is sophistication of weapons. So let our website be singing hallelujah every minute, every second, and every hour and day, because we need more bullets, we need more guns, we need more weapons, we need everything humanly possible, everything needed for an army to function well. I salute all Biafrans, and I salute all of you, the ministers of the BRGIE. I can see the military minister here. I can see Ogodoman here. I can see Otunwamoya here. I can see Mr. Snow here. I can see Chinwe here. I see many of you. I salute all of you. I see my minister 247 was here, and my gallant media ministers. Jaja God, you're there. I see Mouthpiece, you're there. I see Casey, I see Christopher, I see Betty, I see Kama Israel, Tech Guy, I see you, Mazunye Kachuku, Betty Ford, Emmanuel, David, Stella, King Onwuka, Enter Biafra, Jacob, Biora, Tina, Chima, and so on and so forth. Please and please, the Biafran people needs to know that we are in war. And while we are in war, it is not time for gossip. It is not time to delve into things that does not keep us focused. All we are going to do now is to make people know what is ongoing and what is happening. Everything must go the way the Prime Minister is channeling it. Get every situational report and instructions from his page. Update ongoing. Do not take reports from the Islamic jihadists. Over 200 have been massacred alone in Plateau. And then the people that massacred the Plateau indigents now occupy their lands. And if the Biafran Liberation Army, if the Prime Minister, the Chief Commander of the Biafran Army, was not here with us in charge, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra was not here with us in charge of this very army, I tell you that Biafrans would have been the victims of what is happening today. Now, the Northern Fulani Islamic Jihadist group, their leaders, they have gathered today, and then they sent a message, and they were specific. Unlike the foolish people that we have in Biafra lands, who call themselves elders, traditional rulers, senators and ministers and governors, pastors and bishops, these are the exact words of the Northern Fulani Islamic Jihadist group. They said, as you have not given us food and jobs, you are looking for our troubles. And they went on to admit that they have Islamic jihadist terrorists, bandits and criminals all together living with them in their society. And then they are comfortable with their presence because they are their soldiers of the caliphate, and their mission is to do what? Accomplish jihad. While these are the keynote address from the Fulani Islamic jihadist elders and all nonsense that commune to reaffirm their commitment for Islamic jihad, to kill and maim and cut everybody's head to pieces, your own Ohaneze Ndibo, your own traditional rulers of Biafra land, your own governors and ministers are hell-bent and planning of how to deploy more Fulani Islamic terrorists to come down to Biafra land and massacre and cut off babies and then invade our lands, all because we speak Biafra. Let it also be on notice that Tifunubu, the drug lord president, have released all the political activists with compensation, starting with Omoyele Stephen Showore, who is Oduduwa extract. And the foolish and idiotic elders and governors and ministers that we have in Biafra land are looking for a way of kidnapping the prime minister of the indigenous people of Biafra. But Oduduwa man is in power and he has released his own brother. Make no mistake for you to understand that this same Jagaban and Tifinubu was the reason why Sunday Igboho was not extraordinary rendition from Niger to one Nigeria. He intervened and sent Obasanjo to go and sit down there and made sure their own son was not repatriated, was not extraordinary rendition. But in our own case, the people that actually collected the money and paved way and made way for the kidnap and negotiated the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were our own. Anyway, we have ways and manners that we will treat our sovereignty. So, the message we have tonight is that if you are for Biafra, continue for Biafra. If you are for the enemies of Biafra, continue for the enemies of Biafra. The time will tell what you will get from the Biafran people in no distance time. We will continue to defend Biafra land through the Biafran Defense Forces. And more WOTOWOTO will continue, while more terrorists will be falling by the number. If 424 have fallen in 5 days and they are crying, and then over 24 armor tankers have been neutralized and they are crying, okay, Biafran people should be happy and keep their head on and give all their support to the Biafran Republic government in exile, de facto government in the homeland, headed ably by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. I salute all Biafrans. So, over to you, my co-host. We have two co-hosts there, Jaja God and Tech Guy. You guys can take over from here and give audience to Biafrans for them to air their views before we take it down. We're not going to stay for too long. Thank you from here. Jaja God, Tech Guy, can you hear me?
Yes, Honorable Minister, for information.
Tech Guy, you're muted. Jaja God, you're muted. We can't hear you. Is your network okay?
Yes. Am I not coming
Tech
out
Guy,
louder?
I can't hear you, and I will bring you down and bring you up again. Maybe your network is messing up with you. Jaja God, you're having the same issues. All right, I will bring you down and bring you up again. All right. And while we wait for them to come back, Kama Israel, pick the mic, please.
Thank you so much, Ebo Minister. I greet you and I greet everyone, all our ministers, everybody on the space. I greet you. I thank you for coming out to support and be part of this great ministry. This is our own ministry, and we have to do everything to make sure that we come out at the right time. In the night, we come out and worship. In the morning, we come out and worship. This is our own house. I thank you all. It's a great news for us, to hear what our BLA are doing. They're doing a great job. As we know, they are volunteer army. They are not ordinary army. And they are protecting their land. And they know very well what the assignment is all about. And they're doing beautiful well. The score is really high, as usual. And they cannot come to our land and go free because the land belongs to us. As I always say, this generation is a complete different breed. We are not ordinary. Some people call it Azwanoka, and that is who we are. We are not ready to leave anything for any other generation. This generation will restore our dignity, will restore Biafra, and establish the light of God on earth. That is who we are. That is how I see myself. And I believe that is how everybody that is in this camp, that is making impact, the way we all feel. Because we understand that God has destined us to restore Biafra. We are not on our own. We are called by God, Chukwokike, himself, to do this work. So count it as a privilege that you are part of this generation that is making impact to see that we restore Biafra, we restore our dignity. My greeting go to our PM. I thank him because of his audacity, because of the person he is. When you have somebody that understand the time, that understand the season at the hem of affair, you have that confidence. That is why we are supporting him, making sure that we give him what he need to do this job once and for all. I salute him wherever he is. The same greeting goes to MNK, the man that saw tomorrow. I will continue to pray for him wherever he is so that he will keep on keeping on until the right time. Thank you so much, our minister, for coming at this time around, to give us this update. If they like, let them release more Boko Haram, but the only thing, as they get our land, they will never go back. The good news is that when they even go back, they will not have a place for themselves anymore because the one they created are also waiting for them to capture them. Thank you, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to air my view. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tech guy, are you back? Is your network okay now?
Yes, my honorable minister.
Over to
I
you.
greet you, my honorable minister of information, Biafra government. I greet you. I greet everybody. Kama Israel, Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Oganiru, Stella, my able sister, Otuwamanya, the minister, Odumdike. I cannot count. If I start counting, I will lose count because we are many. I thank each and every one of you for gathering again, the gathering of the children of the Most High. If you happen to find yourself in this midst, just know that the spirit of Biafra have possessed you, and you are not the one doing it. It is God who have ordained you to be here. Yes, God, that same God, will lead you until we achieve the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. I thank each and every one of you once again, and my minister. God bless and keep each and every one of you. I want to say something before I will start yielding the mic to everybody. You see, this particular job that the spirit of Biafra have possessed us to do is very crucial. I keep on saying this. Kama, mute your mic. Kama is real.
No, I'm muted.
Organiru.
Okay, Oganiru. Sorry. So, this job is very, very important. My father once told me a story that Biafra in 1967, Biafrans are approaching Ore to go and capture Lagos. But the zoo are propagating that Biafrans are dying. It was propaganda. And some of the soldiers were surprised when, it was announced. They were like, with all these things we are doing on ground, the zoo media and Britain and the BBC are reporting directly opposite what was going on. That's exactly what is happening today. Today, the BLA is decimating them. Have you ever seen it on Zoom media? The answer is no. Nobody. So, and because we have taken this upon ourselves, we will say, we will do their job. They will be forced to report Biafra. Time will come when, of course, they will report Biafra by fire, by force. I'm telling you. I am telling you, it is time. So now that we are here, I want you to open yourself up. Don't hide. If you have anything to say, pick up the microphone and say it. The world is listening to you. I am telling you, all the governors, they are listening to our voice. Commissioners. In fact, the man that is representing my constituency called me day before yesterday and was like, Tech, I said, sir. He said, you do join them. I can hear a similar voice that looks like your voice. I said, oh, really? I said, oh, do you join this place? He said, yes. I said, but I don't see you there. He said, no, he have another account. I said, oh, okay, that's better. So we don't have any other job we are doing for now. At least we need to hear our view. The man said it's important too, which means they are listening to us. In fact, you'll be surprised that Tinubu is here, listening to everything that is going on. Generals in the zoo army, they are listening. And now they have refused to report their failure. We will help them and report it to the world. The way it is, we will change that narrative. They have failed to change. We will change it. So we will never relent. Anybody who think what we are doing here, is a child's play, they never born you Coco. I'm telling you, before you arrive here, we already know who you are. If you are part of us, just be part of us. keep on doing what we are doing. As we are doing, we are broadcasting, we are sending messages, and we are voting. We are contributing with everything we have. Everything. One of my sister, one of us here on this place, contacted me, and I gave him exact direction how he can convert, how she can convert her money to dollars, and use the money, our website, and donate. And she did it. And if you see Joy, she called me back and was like, wow, the thing just went. I said, yes, that is exactly what we want. We need people like this. We need you to donate. This is what we don't. It's not when Biafra is restored. We don't have anything to do with your money. This is time we need it. We need this money now in order to equip so that if they have 2024 weapons, we have 2035 weapons to combat them. So thank you, and may God bless you as we are, airing our view. May God bless each and every one of you. Mazi Onyekachuku, please, you have the mic.
Thank you so much, my comrade, my Honorable Minister for Information, Honorable Barosoni, other ministers in the House, and thank you for your vote. Thank you, my comrades and my ladies, friends of Biafrans and the lovers of freedom, and the spies or the enemies. You're welcome to this update. Yes, Nigeria released plus 500 jihadist terrorists to Biafra after BLA minus over 424. This is a very it's huge. I'm telling you. It's very, very huge.
Your network is
I
very
don't know
bad.
how to thank them, but all I'm saying to them is more grace to their elbows. Let the gods of our land, the God of us, am I coming out? Hello?
Your network is very bad. It's actually cracking. I don't know if your network. You need to restart your.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's still cracking. I don't know whether it's the way that.
I'll be back. I'll be back shortly. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think the network is very bad. I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear. Thumbs up. Let's see. I don't know. Can you hear me very well, everybody? Just thumbs up. Okay, Kama Israel, Mazi. Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Then go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. I think from my side, it's fluctuating on my side. Accepted. So what I'm trying to say is this: our men are doing vessels is using to achieve this, because without him and all these chosen ones, it would have been a different case. Like I told some people who care to know that what they see happening in the plateau and the other middle belts is a child play. What this will plan to unleash to our people, unleash against our people. But because of this, our men and our prime minister, we are getting this report. And our people should be also grateful because they go about their businesses. But some of them who are myopic, how would I put it, who are gullible, they cannot analyze issues, they cannot reason with it because media are not reporting it. Some of them don't take, when we report it, they take it a joke. This message is to them because why we are reporting it is for you to be security conscious. As our men are neutralizing them, some of them who survive will go and lead the terror on innocent people, and they should avoid late night movements because any of them accosted at late night by these people will not be spared. So they should be take our report serious and also send the warning to your people, the youths in their villages, for them to be security conscious. And any of them who take it for joke, to his or her detriment. But we must tell them what is going on because our people sometimes they act like monkey who always want to see before and trying to see, then the bullet will hit his forehead. That is some of our people. They don't believe from their own until outside that tell them before they believe. Some of people are doing like this. They hardly believe the truth from their own. They don't take it serious until they hear from outside. So, but those who are sensible, they should take it serious. We are not telling them for them to exaggerate our achievement or for them to praise our men, but for them to be security conscious for their own, because these people, if they are stuck in trades, whenever they are neutralized, they will go and to soft targets, and any of them who fall a victim into their way will be killed. And that is why we are sending the warning for them to be security conscious and make sure in their villages you have to be security yourself, because if your eye is not on ground to monitor strange movements, strange faces in your area, it may be the people that will kill you at night while asleep. So everyone in the village, you will be security. Our men will not be everywhere, but it is when you are security conscious, you are vigilant, you see strange movements, you'll be able to alert information that will reach our men for them to be able to come for and handle the situation. But when you focus on the money, material things and other things that self-interest, and you forget to be security conscious, you blame yourself. You don't blame our men. That is why those who are sensible, every citizen, they are the security. It is when they see what is unusual, they will allow those who who is their duty to handle the situation. Yes. So I was telling our people, like I told the youth in my country, they must be security conscious and they should avoid gathering that where you gather much this time around, because they are the targets and they have these people enemy. They have spies among them. When they see where you gather much, they will signal them. That is the soft target, and then our security men will not be close to them, and some of them will be victim. So they should avoid moving in group or gathering in group and stay a long time. And this time around, the movement should be man alone. Everybody not down with moving. So a friend will know your area. This your friend will know where you will be. That anywhere they not see, that your friend must know where you are. It's not the time. This time is man alone. So we must get them educated about this. And as for those who they released those terrorists, I'm telling them that the land of Biafra will suck their blood, and the hungry and angry vulture will pierce their stomach and devour their carcass. They must never go alive. They will go in their body bag, and some of them will be torn manu in our land because their corpse will decay and vulture will feed on their carcass. So my people, we must remain consistency personified, and also what is very, very important now is to equip our men, because all the blood that goes out never come back. It's very important. They don't do this with ordinary stone or with their bare hand. Is with weapon and is money. So please, this time around is not when you are investing in building mansions or fleet of cars. If you truly understand what freedom is all about, that what you're fighting is the most important, is the foundation of everything. Without self-determination, controlling your land and other things, every investment you are making is like a chaff before the wind. So we must invest heavily in this, our great gallant men and women, invest feed very well, and also medical aspect of it, and also all the material enable them to serve us well, to defend our people very well. It is our responsibility till Biafra is restored, until we have control of our resources in our land. Past is now, it is our duty. Don't wait for anybody to beg you, or don't wait no harm before you do it. If you are this time around, do it. This is the best investment for your children as a parent. It's the best investment for children. You are better than that person who built mansion in Abuja, who built mansion in Lagos, who built mansion in other part of Nigeria that is not guaranteed. The investing in Biafra liberation, this Biafra restoration is the best investment that is sustainable, and also that your children will benefit and unborn generations. So, fellow Biafrans, please let us endeavor to contribute. Don't wait till the day of fundraising, and also please pass the message to others, even if they don't listen. Like today, I had a very hectic encounter with some group of our people, and something again that baffles me is this: if those who are in abroad, who have seen differences that is evidently obvious in all these countries where they enjoy basic amenities, security, and everything. If they can be so gullible and so how would I put this? Can I say adamant, or so unconcerned? How can I blame those who are in Biafra land, who have not traveled out, who have not moved out of Biafra land? Those who have moved out, they have seen differences that contraction is unworkable and unsustainable. Yet they still remain unconcerned. When you are talking to them, they will be thinking as if you are talking senselessly, but without knowing that they are the most low IQ human being on earth who cannot reason. I pity them, because some of them, I'm telling you, had it been, I can even gather them. I'll make sure that they will be specifically paid for their. Well, anyway, I don't have to say something about that, because some of them are irredeemable. They are irredeemable, and these kind of people, we don't need to pamper them. Those who are willing to be educated, to be carried along, and gently educated about what is going on, we can do that. But those who seem as irredeemable, we don't need to pamper them. We don't need to use soft word on them. We put them where they belong, and that is what I did today. Because these people, I have tried to convince them, tried to let them know, but yet, you see how they speak. You ask yourself, is this person who claimed to be a graduate, who claimed to be have traveled to different countries, yet this gullible and daft? I say, yes, these people, they are irredeemable. So my people, we must be gentle with gentle people and tough with tough people. My name is Yaka Chukwu, aka Code Number. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Onyeka Chukwu. Thank you for your submission. Please, if you want to say something, raise up your hand. Meanwhile, you have just said it all. Our people, we need to wake up. This is not time. We are at war with the greatest enemy on earth, Islamic Jihad. Do you know the meaning of 500,000 soldiers, foot soldiers? You don't understand what we are talking about. These people are training. That's not prison. It's a training camp in Bono where they are training them. Britain is the one equipping them, training them for this job. So news will carry it. 500 Boko Haram released from, is indirectly released from the Boko Haram camp. And yet our people, I told you in the afternoon, I went to in Gwarimpa Estate in Abuja to see one guy. And the guy I went to see, after everything, he now took me to a new estate they are building. He told me, you see that estate? That estate belonged to Igbo man. I said, I'm not surprised. He said, yes. And I cited one of our millionaire there. I said, is it the owner? I said, no, this one here came to buy, he has bought like 11 houses in this estate. And when I came back, I became very tired. My wife was asking me what is going on. I said, I don't know what is wrong with our people. Is it that they don't listen to news or what? This guy is one of the...
for nothing but you feel any blood. That is why they have that courage to do so. It may not be our blood. They may be our people by name and language. Yeah.
In fact, there is no need to let me mention his name, because we will start calling them out. This is not time for nonsense. This guy who I'm talking about is B-Lord. Everybody know B-Lord. He has one of the most prosperous apps in Nigeria.
This guy is doing this rubbish. Nobody is advising him. Oh God.
I'm telling you, 10 houses he bought, and each house, I'm like, is it that this guy does not know what is going on in Nigeria or what? Invite, please, if you are Bill brother, bring him to this place. Let us tell him the truth. Our job here is to tell you the truth.
I'm not investing in his own. Oh God, this we must talk to this guy because he's making a big mistake.
Now, is it last week? The other criminal, the other guy, we know how he made his money. They call him Bitcoin Chief. He's insulting our Prime Minister. He's from Nneke in Enugu here. His house is not far from a harmful. The Fulanis are planning a heavy attack on a harmful. From Nneke to harmful is just like 10 minutes drive. Now, I messaged him. I said, we know how you made your money. Release 1 Bitcoin out of the 1,000 Bitcoin you said you have. Give it to our Prime Minister. It will go a long way to purchase weapons so that your mother and your cousins in the village will not be raped. And lo and behold, he replied me with a long insult that I am a moron, I am this, I am that. Our people are daft. Is it when they, okay, now he is in Abuja buying estates, posting it on Instagram probably. To please who? You will not be alive to enjoy that thing you are investing if you don't yield to what we are saying. They don't come to this space to listen to the gospel of truth. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here broadcasting on Radio Biafra, they don't listen to Radio Biafra. Our Prime Minister pick it up from there and started broadcasting on Enter Biafra. They don't tune to Enter Biafra. Minister of Information is always here on this app. Sir?
Do you know one thing,
yes?
Sir? These people, they are so daft with not understanding that even as they're investing outside Biafra land, that their property will be more secured. Why, as in Biafra, than being in Nigeria? Because to be government to government, there are international government. Given that if those properties destroyed in Lagos were owned by Ghanaians or South Africans, that Lagos government will destroy them, those property like that. No. They will follow some procedures because they will be. They know that something. They will be. The government of those citizens that own those property will not take it easy with them. Biafra government will protect their property while in Biafra instead of being in Nigeria. Some of them don't understand this. Because of their property, they will stand against what we're doing without knowing that them supporting Biafra will also give their property more protection than staying in Nigeria. Because now, who are they going to meet as they're destroying their property? But if they have government in their own country, at least you can own property in London, you can own property in US, why in another country? So that is like that. But some of them fail to understand this. And we need to educate them, some of them.
Bitcoin Chief is my friend. He was my friend before he insulted our Prime Minister. I have invited him. He said, when? I said, anytime you have chance, let me know so that I will communicate with our media team. Any question you have, throw it up. Don't go there and be yapping nonsense. Janjaweed will come after you now. Now they have known that you are a stooge and you can be easily manipulated. Fine, they will come for you and that your Bitcoin will disappear. You think that everybody, it's not everybody that makes noise in Nigeria. You are in the United States, you are an easy target. They got the Access Bank director, talk more of you. Who are you? You are just a small boy. And he said, okay, he is coming on space. I am just praying that on a very good day, he will, because the guy he claimed he have this influence. That I don't understand our people that you are seeing that we are in a, imagine about 15 armor tank decimated today. 15 armor tank. If not because of, hold on. If not because of this government that is led by our Prime Minister, do you know what it means by that they brought 15 armor tank in your village? It means they will level the village and no single soul will come out of that village. No, not even a grass will come out of that village. And thank God they came and they met the higher power. The fire is over, and all of them are on the run. Okay, what if they come and nobody, nothing, like we cannot, resist such attack? My dear brothers and sisters, please, I am begging you. If you have a brother, bring them to space. At least only listening to our Minister of Information, your mind will change. Even if you have a devil that is working in you, you will change overnight. I am telling you, you will change. And believe you me, after listening, you will never remain the same again. You don't have we don't have choice. We have no choice. Like they left us with devil alternative. Go front, you will die. Go back, you will die. You are in the front. The only choice you have now is to equip yourself.
We are down already. We shouldn't be afraid of falling down. We're already down. So anybody who is afraid, I just asked one guy who was saying about that. I asked him this question. They have no have answer to it. I said, those they are killing in middle belt, in plateau, what are they fighting for? If you think that what we're doing is the reason why our people are being killed, those that are middle belt and the plateau, what are they fighting for? And none of them are able to answer the question. And the way you ask them this question, they will be looking at moron. And they're really moron because they cannot analyze things and come out with truth without what they claim to be. So that is why we need to get them educated. If any of them who agree to come, we are ever ready. I'm ever ready. Today I engaged more than 10 people alone. I engaged them, they were, but after much, I was able to register one out of them, and others also promised to do so, but yeah, it was a hectic argument. But I thank God that I'm not a door person. I was able to stand them.
Thank God for your life. We call on Mazi Anyanga. Please unmute yourself and you have the mic.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
I thank God for joining you. I just joined this space now. Not quite long. I joined this space, so I want to contribute. And my contribution, I want to say, I want to greet my DLA. They are doing us proud. I am hearing what they are doing, and I am seeing it. They should keep on. Our prayer is going to them. We are praying for them. And also I want to appreciate our Prime Minister, the Obato BA1. I want to appreciate him for standing on our behalf. What he's doing for us, he deserves every appreciation. No appreciation is enough for him. It's not easy for someone to stand all this kind of thing, for him to stand and take responsibility that he's the one doing it. So we appreciate him. And as for Nigeria, I want to say that Nigeria is a terrorist state. It doesn't start from today. It has been a long time. They have been releasing their Boko Haram, putting them into soldiers, telling us that they have repented Boko Haram or repented whatever they call them. So Nigeria is a terrorist country. Do I even want to call it country? Nigeria is not even what to call a country. Nigeria is a terrorist. And anybody who says is a Nigeria, shame on to that person. One thing I used to tell them is that I have encountered so many of them call themselves Nigeria. So when I want to wish them Nigeria, when I say, yeah, since you are a Nigeria, I wish you Nigeria, I wish you to be like Nigeria, you will see them feeling as if I'm laying a curse on them. Then why are you proud of Nigeria? Why are you saying you are a Nigeria? You cannot, I don't just understand it. Somebody will be saying he's a Nigeria. And when you want to wish him that Nigeria he claimed to be, he feel annoyed. He sees you as if you're insulting him or her. So what is the essence of you becoming a Nigerian? So I am saying it clear. I am not a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran. And anywhere I am, I used to tell people I am a Biafra. Right here I am. I'm in an Asia country, Bahrain precisely. So when I speak to people, some from India, we are working together. When I tell them, they say, but your passport is Nigeria. Why are you saying you are not a Nigerian? I say, yes, I was forced to be a Nigerian. I am not proud of Nigeria. It was on gunpoint because I was accepted to hold this passport. It's not my wish. I never one day planned to be a Nigerian. It was British and Nigeria that forced me to be a Nigerian. So some of them, it hard them to believe. To an extent, sometimes I used to have quarrel with them when they call me. Some of them, when they want to make caricature of me, they call me Nigeria. And I always make angry with them. I always caution them, don't call me a Nigeria. I am not a Nigeria. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that I am not a Nigeria. I am a Biafran. And believe me, I used to evangelize this gospel because whether you believe it or not, this work is not only made for one person. Though you may not be seeing me regularly in a space, though you may not know me, but I am a called Biafra. I am a Biafra by.
Chima, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can ask me.
Have you voted?
I say that day, that first day, that first day of April, February, that day I could not sleep until I voted. I voted and I have sent the link to my wife. My wife has called me that she has voted. Then I was persuading her to make sure that my father and my mother vote. That is, she sent me a message. Was it yesterday? She said she's finding it difficult to vote for her because whenever she opened the link will tell her that she have already voted. So I sent her there is one of the step-by-step on how to vote for another person. I sent her that video. So, but one problem she has now is that she's not on Twitter, because that step-by-step, before you can vote, you must copy that link from our Prime Minister Twitter handle before you can vote for another person. But she's not on Twitter. Then I was asking her to try and create Twitter because I recently bought her a phone. So to make it easy for her to create a Twitter in order to vote for others. So I'm a Biafra. I'm not saying it just to impress you. I'm a Biafran. And let me tell you the gospel truth. Since I believe in Biafra is since I see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Since the one Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out, I see that this one is not ready to give up. This one is not ready to sell out. That is when I believe in Biafra. Before, when I was living in Lagos before I came to this Bahrain in 2022. So when I was in Lagos, I have a half plot of land where I was living. So when I saw what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing, I said, no, this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is really come out for Biafra. And for that reason, there will come a time when Lagos, because of what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and what Biafra is doing, there will come a time when Lagos will start burning people's or destroying people's property. That is when I said that's my half plot of land. I said, now Biafra is coming. There is no need of me having this property in Lagos. So for you to know that I believe in Biafra since the day I started following Biafra, since the day I heard from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that is when I believe that there is a Biafra coming. So, and secondly, when they sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I was traumatized to an extent. If I'm talking to somebody, my heart will be failing. Heart. But the day I regained myself is the day I saw Prime Minister when he was fighting with DOS. I was trying to examine, is Prime Minister, who am I going to follow between Prime Minister and DOS? Then when I begin to follow Prime Minister, begin to follow him, I know he's the real one. So I started following him. Because of him, I created a Twitter. Because when Mazina Nikalu was around, he was telling us we should create a Twitter, we should follow, go to Twitter. So then I don't have Twitter, I always watch him on YouTube. But when Prime Minister come, I created Twitter, I started following him on Twitter. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that we have seen the green light that Biafra is coming. If anybody is doubting, you are doubting on your own. For me, I have seen the green light. And what I am doing, where I am in this Bahrain is a worse country where somebody is not your enemy here. My enemy here is not enough. But little one I have, I do support through the website. I do my little support. I don't always come on social media. I don't always come on social media, but the little I come, I used to support everything about Biafra. So what am I saying in essence is that we are proud of GLA. We are proud of our Mazi Simon Ekwa, the WOTOWOTO Bie, the Sare Kodo, one of BIAFRALANDS. But I want to make it clear, if WOTOWOTO Bie is hearing us, I want to tell him that if anything happened that we finally go to Biafra, we must not forgive these DOS people. These DOS people, we must not forgive them because they have cost us a lot. The reason why we are still where we are is because of these DOS. We must not forgive these people because these people have so much deal with us and we must not forgive them. If anything happened that I want to forgive them, I will not be happy. That is what I want to say in this program. Thank you very much. I submit myself here.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you. The most important thing is in that Bahrain, try to engage with other Biafrans. Try to make sure they vote and also support.
Yes. In this, I'm in a group. I'm in a Bahrain group here. There is a new group. There is a group we formed. During that time, our Prime Minister is sharing all the countries' admin and all that. I saw Bahrain and I follow up and I'm in the group right now. So I'm talking to you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And always try to join our space. Anytime you join space, one thing I can assure you is that you will definitely learn something that you have not learned before. It's I'm telling you that is for sure. Okay? Yes. So always come up anytime you see our Minister of Information in the person of Minister Sonia Kwawa. You just come, join. Your contribution, we don't take it for granted. Yes. And so everybody here.
Okay, I do join.
Okay. God bless you. Okay. God bless you. All right. We move ahead. There is no time to check time. We are here to tell the world that Nigerian government is releasing terrorists. How on earth a country, let me just call it a country so that the world will hear me. A country will arrest terrorists. Please mute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. How can you arrest a terrorist? Probably on the terrorist way to carry out a mission. He got arrested by the police and was jailed. And all of a sudden, just put these two things together. Or I don't know, for any thinking human being, for any reason, the terrorist is being released. As in, who will believe this? Like, no normal human being will sit down and believe that somebody who is tying bomb on the waist to go and kill people, government arrests such person, and all of a sudden that person is being released and reintegrated into the society, not just into the society, but into the military. And The person is being celebrated after killing scores of people in Benue, in Plateau, in Kaduna, in Zamfara. Before you know it, the person is now answering officer of the law of Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is unbelievable. Now, the game now is, as they are dying, of course, they are dying in Olu, they are dying in Udanambra. They are releasing more foot soldiers. Today, it is confirmed that these people are training them. It's a training camp. It's never a prison. It's a training camp. Yes, that's a training camp. It's not prison. Now, the soldier now is being released to do what? To be sent to Biafra. Yes, to be sent to Biafra. To do what? To kill and rape our children. Our prime minister and this government said no. It will never happen. We are here to let the world know that Biafra is out to defend ourselves. And there is no going back. We will keep decimating them. We will keep slaughtering them until they leave our land by fire, by force. It does not matter how we take it. And this year, Biafra will be restored. I'm telling you the truth. This year, it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what they think. But this year, I can assure you, by the special grace of Jugo Kabiama, we will have our Biafra. And then we will take it up from there. So we call up on Maze Peter Ude. Please unmute yourself. You have the mic.
Hello.
It's cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Hello.
No, you're not coming. You're not coming out. You need to change your position. Your network is very bad.
There's no network.
Please.
Network is.
Okay, can you go out and come back again? I will add you.
Okay.
Can you go out and come back again?
Okay.
Yes. Christiana Ananga, you have the mic, please. Christiana, are you there? Christiana, are you there? We can't hear you. Okay. Jacoby, please, you have the mic. I don't know. The network is very bad this evening.
Okay, I greet everybody in the house. Minister of Information, I greet you. The co-host, tech guy, I greet you. I greet all the ministers here present. And my fellow Biafrans, I greet all of you. Let will say, Egwe change go. The music is no longer the same as usual. I thank Chuko Kabiama for the results so far and the way things are going. Because I can remember those years, how they used to deal with us. Just because we are agitating, they bring their armor tanks, they bring their military and police, they come and kill us at will, and we'll be crying and lamenting, nowhere to cry to. We'll be calling the international community that we are being killed just because we are protesting, just because we are demanding for our rights, just because we are saying this marginalization is too much, just because we are saying the dividend of democracy in Nigeria is not getting to us. Why are we being separated from other regions in Nigeria? Just because we are wearing our voice and saying this is injustice. We need equal right with every other citizen that make up Nigeria. But anytime we raise our voice, they come with their guns and bullets and bombs to kill us, and yet there was no one to rescue us. There was no one to help bring our voice to the place we need our voice to go. And today we've written us as a people, even though we know that they are now releasing their jihadists to come to our land. But let them release them because we are not afraid. We are ready for them. I can remember that very particular time, that very particular day, when they came with their armies and more armored vehicles to Nnamdi Kanu's house, to kill him, to assassinate him and his men. And after the attempt, I can vividly remember that scenario and what we passed through, the turmoil we went through that day. And I know after that assassination, I can still remember how they carried our men to court, a Janjaweed court, mushroom court that they took them to and sentenced all of them to prison. Sent them, almost 100 of them to prison. I remanded them there. I can remember the killings in Aba school, how the police were killing them as if they were shooting, they were doing some shooting festival. I can remember the killings in Onitsha. I can remember the killings in Oyingbo. I cannot name but many killings that I've gone through in so many years, from the time of Wazurike to Nnamdi Kanu, and this present before the coming of the autopilot and our PM. But the music is no longer the same. The music has changed. These things they do to us because we don't have voice. Anytime we rise up to say, why will you give Musa cow? You give Adebayo cow, and you now give Chukudi fowl. How will it be like that? Sometimes you don't even give Chukudi anything. And all of us are in the same Nigeria. And we say we are equal people. Then when we talk, you tell Chukudi, say, why are you talking? You are not supposed to talk. Who gave you the authority to talk? But Chukudi have said enough is enough. The Biafra people have said enough is enough. That we cannot be slaves in our own country, in our own land, the land of our forefathers. That is rather we die or what belongs to us be given to us. We are not asking for any other person's property. We are not dragging what does not belong to us. We are asking for what is our right. That we will not keep dying, sitting down and being killed like chickens in our own land. That we cannot sit down and look as our children, our parents, our brothers and sisters are being massacred in cold blood. That act, that trauma, that heart attack, that high BP that we used to have when our people are being massacred in the streets, when they invade our homes to shoot our brothers and sisters, when they invade our different businesses to burn down our businesses, when they carry out all kinds of atrocities against us. Let the spirit of Biafra not take over me now. When they begin to carry out all of atrocities against us in the name of keeping one Nigeria, in the name of suppressing us because they don't want us to rise, because they believe that we've been subdued, that we've been conquered, that we have no right to speak in Nigeria. But when they come to bring us to the public, they call us all one Nigeria. And we have risen. For this generation of Biafrans have said, no, it is rather we die or you give us what belongs to us. This cry we are crying is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. And we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that this our land, which our ancestors farmed on, which our ancestors played on, which our ancestors built their land and everything they have on, we shall never bequeath it to any stranger. No man that is not from our region will take over our land. Nobody will come from anywhere across this world and come and inherit what is not theirs. This land was bequeathed to us by Chukwu Okabiama. And in his power and his might, we will do everything to protect it. It is our mandate which we must keep. And this mandate, we will keep it with our blood. If the time comes and the clarion call calls us, wherever where we are in this world, to come back and fight, we are ready to fight. There is nothing about it. We are ready and getting ready for it to come that day. Because there is no other thing that is more glorifying than to fight that fight of Chukwu Kabiama, than to justify that gift that God has given us. The way our DNA is dealing with them right now is what we would have done ab initio when they were coming to kill in field day. When you see them shoot at us as if we are chickens, you will think their soldiers are very powerful. You will think they are very trained. You think they are the best in the world. Shooting on armed people, shooting people who are not carrying gun, people who are just using their voice to protest for their rights, and oppress people, people who are barely scavenging for their life to live as a people. But when they meet people of equal capability, they will chicken out and die like chicken. That is how they are. I've continued to say it, that this fight we are fighting now is just, we are just curing their madness. But at the time we start our own madness, they will be calling the international, they will be crying to the international community to come and intervene for them. Because we have not started. The atrocities that Nigeria have committed in our lives from the year before the war started, the Biafra war, and this present atrocity that they have been committing to this very particular day, it has become a matured man that has gray hair. The atrocity is very matured in our hearts. And the day we will unleash it, the day we will unleash it, the day we will unleash our anger, Nigeria. Hey, oh God, let the spirit of Biafra hold. You people will know that people are, you will think that we are monsters. Because this hunger is breathing at our hearts. It's breathing heavily in us. We will unleash it on you people. And that time is getting closer. That time is getting nearer. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. This land belongs to us. And in this land, we either defeat you, all of us will perish in it. Our anger is coming. This one we are doing to you people in Olu is just, we are just curing your madness. Our own madness. It's not even madness. Our own anger. Mature anger. Every mature anger we get gray hair is coming. And that anger, the day we'll start giving it to you people. People will not, if you hear, the day you hear Biafra, people will just run away. Let me rest my case here and let Chukwu Kabiama begin to do his mathematics in the destiny of Nigeria. I thank you, our minister, and thank you, the co-host, for giving me the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Jack. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yes, everybody knows that Nigeria is not a country. It's a pathway, a British, I call it British orchestrated business center for their conquest. Yes, the integration of the southern and the northern protectorate by Frederick Lugard is an abomination that has to be committed by them in order to keep black man down. But Biafrans have reason to bring light to Africa, bring light to the rays of the children of God. Yes, we know the game they are playing. Even Saudi Arabia, which is the headquarters of Islam, does not rehabilitate and reintegrate terrorists into the society. They arrest a terrorist, they will execute you. I'm talking about Saudi Arabia. Now, Britain allowed this nonsense because Biafrans has been keeping quiet. But now we are not keeping quiet any longer. We have reason, and they know it. Today, our Minister of Information posted something. I just read it, that the Britain have entered recession. I said they have not entered recession. This is just the beginning, because, you know, Biafra land is like breast, where everybody put pump and be milking. You know, a mother will lie down, they will be sucking her. Children who are sucking this breast doesn't care whether the mother have eaten. They don't care. All they want is when they're doing mommy will give them breast. That is the way they are sucking Biafra. Today, under this government, under this leadership, under this command of Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku, we have said enough is enough, and we have reason to stop this abomination that has been happening. Everything that is happening in Nigeria is insane. If you ever think about Nigeria and think about what is going on in Nigeria, trust me, you will cry. There was a day our Minister of Information said something here, and I was driving. I was just listening to the space, and I almost lose control. He said something that I shed tears. Like I packed, when I came inside, I packed my vehicle. I was inside and I was cleaning my tears. Before, I took like 30 minutes before I came out of the vehicle, because of the way he narrated how Britain masterminded and orchestrated this hegemony that have kept us in dark, that has destroyed our people. I took it upon myself. Of course, everybody knows that. I came up, I announced it. On the 1st of February, I said I must be in my village and I must broadcast this news to my village. My village people must vote. To my greatest surprise, I cited one guy. The guy used to do Okada. I said, bros, I know you. You graduated from UNN. He said, yes. I said, you read statistics, yes? He said, yes. I said, God, I know you. This guy was one of the best in statistics in UNN. Today he's carrying Okada. I'm like, this is because of your situation I'm here. Have you heard about the Biafran government in exile? He said, no. I said, of course, you are riding Okada. He was holding torchlight phone. And God so kind, I had some Android phone, and I dashed him one. That phone he felt like heaven on earth receiving that gift from me. I said, download Twitter. Now, if you don't have data, just chat me up. I'll share you data. Come to space and be listening to space. Because when I knew you, when I know who you are not looking like this. This guy is looking tattered. Nigeria has beaten him black and blue. If you see him, he doesn't look like someone who has eaten since last week. I saw so many people. They came to greet me. I saw a lot of people in my village. When they heard that, I came around. Why am I saying this? If we tell you the atrocity of Nigeria and why we are doing what we are doing, you will agree with us. It doesn't matter the Okoko, the people who are parading themselves, making noise. We don't care. We are here to tell you the truth. We are here to, of course, tell the world, to change the narrative. That is the oath we have taken. That is why we are here. We are here to change the narrative. I will not, let me go ahead and give the mic to Peter Ode. Okay, Christian. Okay, Peter Ode, please. Peter Ode first. After then, Christian. Thank you.
I agree to. I'm so happy to be on this platform. I'm so happy for you to give me the mic to speak.
Sorry, Peter, do you use earpiece? If you use earpiece, kindly remove it. It could be the reason. The thing is cracking and people are not hearing you loud.
Hello.
Am I coming up now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So
Yes, you are coming out.
yeah, I was trying to lay out my own idea, but first of all, I say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, and I'm so happy to be alive this day to see what is happening and what is going to happen in the nearest future to come. And I believe that I'll be alive to witness the restoration of Biafra, which God has already ordained. So I thank you, my able leader. I thank you, my subordinates, and the rest of them. But what I want to say is that we've all have seen what this contraction, this company called Nigeria is not a country, it's a company. And the way they are rolling it, they are doing it to favor them and to impoverish we, the Biafrans. But in all, we have a greater mighty God which is on our side, that He has been fighting our battle, and we believe, we know, we trust that the victory is on our side, which our able director have already said that they will come and they will kill us. We will kill them, but at the end, we'll be victorious. And I believe all what He has said has come to pass. All what He has said has come to pass. The only thing we need to do is to love ourselves now, like never before. Trust in ourselves, believing that with us, ourselves, we can achieve our goals. What we need to fight this battle, we don't need too much talk. We need action. We need action. Lesser talk, more action. When they are hitting us, we are hitting them. Then they will know we are serious. I am streaming from Ugocha Direct Live. So I know what is happening here in Ugocha is very, very tough. The way the country is getting tougher by the day. It's not easy. Cost of living is very high. It's not easy. But I remember what our director said. He said, whosoever that will support to punish God's people will suffer the wrath. Whosoever country that will support or join hand to punish the children of the rising sun, they will suffer it. And if you check what is going on in the country, in the whole world, all the country that has put their hands in the matter of Biafra, not allowing them to go, they are suffering it. And they will keep on to suffer more of it in the name of Chuko Kikabiama. He said, and I believe and I know that Biafra is here already. Thank you. I drop my mic for today.
Thank you very much, my brother. You say to your prayer. Of course, they are going down and we are going up. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. At the end, Biafra will come. Christian, we invite you. Please unmute your mic. Mazi Christian, are you there? We can't hear you. Mazi Christian, are you using earpiece? It might not work. Just remove it and unmute your mic. Okay, maybe you can go out and come in. You have a network problem. We invite Oganiru. Oganiru, you have the mic.
Can I chip in something as they're not raising their hand? Something that because I forgot to say something to what I brought said before I come on.
Hello, please give me some minute. I'm still on transit.
Okay. Oganiru will come back later. All right, Mazi, go ahead.
Thank you. Patton, our brother who spoke last, please. This is why it's very important we get our people catered. Those of them who fail, who are not taking it serious. When we tell them that we are at war, but because they are safe in their villages, because they are safe, they don't care to know those who make them safe. This time around is not the time we know everything is hard. Even in some abroad, things is very, very rough. But when you are in your village, there are things you can get very easy from village to hold your body, but somebody who is abroad may not get those things easily. So now we are in state of war. This is not time of buying car, buying clothes, going to party, spending now. The only area you should invest now is security and food. And it will be wrong for you to be in Biafra lands and you'll be buying everything in the market. If you are, especially those who are in the villages, you don't need a large farm of land to plant some of these vegetables, tomato, those things. You can plant it in your compound by putting sand in a sack or basket and plant those vegetables. You can't be buying rice, buy garri and everything, even vegetables in the market. This time around, you have to minimize your, draw your scale of preferences and leave the, go for those who are important to you and leave others. This is what every Biafran must apply now. We need to be security conscious, and this is not the time of party much. Please be able to tell this to those around you that they should minimize their expenses, how they spend money, because some of people don't know how to spend. This is not time of when you go to buy, begin to drink, you go to party, begin to spend money, because tomorrow is even more harder than what you see today. There's a rough days tomorrow, but we believe at the end of this tunnel, there will be a very, very everlasting light that will shine forever, for long time for our people. So please, my brother, convey the message to others that they should mind how they spend money, cut their coat according to their fabric this time around, because things is rough and it's getting rough, more rough. Okay, and also I want to tell our people, those who are into all this, who know you, if you know you can do something, because what makes every country strong is their self-manufactured weapon. Yes, we're not putting anything hard. Their self-manufactured weapon make them more stronger than the one they buy from others. So if you know there's anything you can put together to produce, do it and present it to Biafra government. If it's fine, you'll be supported. You'll be supported in doing so. We need to put our hands there, to put our heads together in order to do something. If there's anything you can do as an engineer, chemical engineer, go on and do it. Same thing, if you have anything to invent, like scientific innovation, creativity, go on and do it. Biafra government is there to assist you. Don't think that is the Exu government that will allow you to die with your talent. No, go on and do those things. We need it. We need it now. Please, we cannot afford to see these people taking over our land. We must fight to finish. And this is what we're here to do. This is the best achievement. If you are among those who are abroad who are donating, please double it. Okay, double. Reason with me that this is not time of building match. As long as you have a place you can lay your head, okay, as your home. This is not time of buying match or buying fleet of cars, because those things are not important now. What is important is that a territory. If you control it, then other things will be able to sustain when you have it. But if you fail to do this, any investment you are making now will be like chaff before the wind. Please, my people, let us understand this. Okay, don't wait, look back, maybe this person is not supporting, that's why I cannot support. If you are blessed, go on and do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Onyekachi, for your submission. It is very, very, very important. It's the same thing we are saying.
Hello. Sorry,
Our people need to.
Mazi. I wanted to share a scenario that happened 10 years ago. My aunt bought a land in Lagos. So during her buying that land, I told her that you buying land in Lagos, is it not preferable that you come to your hometown and buy Lagos and buy the land? She was saying that that is where she based and the rest of it. I thought that time will come, you will look for a way to sell the land and you will not see it. That is what is happening now. She's looking for a way to sell the land because of what? What is happening in Lagos. Sometimes when we give these talks, they do not take it seriously. When it is obvious and done to them, then they will be looking for a way to run, escape from it. So what he is saying, we should try to listen to advice. And most people don't believe that Biafra will exist. Most people don't believe it. No matter how you tell them that this thing will happen, they say it's not possible. It's not possible. But it's possible in the name of Chukwukika Abiyama. He said, thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much for your submission. Yes. We know that. You know, our people, if you listen to our Prime Minister, our Minister of Information, you will understand that he pinpointed something. He said, you see, people, there is time for everything. You know, like as we read in the scripture, that the people of Issachar understand time, they understand date and time. And that was why they conquered. They understand date and time. Timing is very, very important. If not, should I call this foolishness? Your people are at war. 12 armored tankers were sent to your village and you are in Abuja buying house. Like, I don't understand until your younger sister call you that she is being raped by a soldier, a Fulani Janjaweed soldier. Is that when, maybe that is when, at the time, Mazi Nnamdi can get angry one day and was like, in fact, if not because of Chukwukika Abiyama who sent him to this mission, he would have allowed Janjaweed to overrun everybody. And maybe after the massacre, just as you see it in Jos, then, God will now decide to send another helper who will come and deliver our people. If not, as rich as our people, as rich as Ndi Igbo, we are not supposed to be doing fundraising by now. I'm telling you, envy, jealousy, stop all this nonsense. You heard the minister, he said you should stop, forgive everybody that have offended you. Forgive everybody. Is it not the same? We are on this space. So many people have come to defraud people. This same space, as we are talking about crucial matter like this, and so people are thinking nonsense. You can understand the kind of people we are. I gave you a story in the afternoon. I said 2015. This is not, I'm not exaggerating. 2015. There was this man I know very well in Abuja. We call him Alhaji Dogo. Alhaji Dogo is in charge of collecting revenues from the Alamanjiri, those who sell pure water, those who hawk pure water, those who hawk gala, those who hawk orange. He is in charge, instructed by the imam from the mosque to collect revenue from them. Alhaji Dogo collected this revenue. This Alhaji Dogo, I was working with one telecom communication then. So I was in charge of, data. Then I was a data analyst in the company. So he used to come because the man deals on SIM cards and so on. So I used to give him contacts of the dealers where he will buy the charge card and so on. So he was counting dirty money. I'm like, Alhaji, this one you're counting dirty money. He said, he's contributing. I said, why? For what? He said he's contributing money for Baba. I looked at my colleague in the office and like, Baba, like Buhari? He said, yes, that this election is very important to every Muslim in Abuja and to the Janjaweeds. So he's going to collect, he has been going around collecting money from these hawkers. I'm talking about Meshai, Merua. He's going around collecting revenues from them 5 naira, 10 naira. He has been collecting this money, and then he is the only one they trust that have account to send it to the central account. And now, if I may ask, do you know the money they are contributing? What is it for? It's for jihad. They have been brainwashed in the mosque. Yes, it's for jihad. They will say, if you don't pay, just like these criminal pastors, if you don't pay tithes, things will be tight for you. You know, people will be afraid. Africans, we love God. So these children innocently will contribute this money and give it to him. He will go and submit it, and finally, the head of the Janjaweed, Buhari, won the election. The day Buhari won the election, if you are in Abuja, bear me witness, it was like heaven on earth. People, we are riding bike. People, the jubilation is like, and some other group from Usetu, we are listening, lie, like it is, you know, a win-win situation for them. That finally these people have fallen prey. Now we have, from 2015, everybody saw what Buhari did in Nigeria. Buhari killed more than 1 million people. It's because we don't, media don't report it. And yes, media don't report it. And the little one media have, you know, they will manage Yoruba medias. They will manage to report it, and will have the numbers. But I'm telling you, Buhari killed over 1 million people from 2015 to 2023. Now, 8 years, he was able to achieve this through his Fulani hegemony. Jihad was carried out. It's a win-win situation to them. So with what we saw in this zoo, after they have kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, re-editioned him from Kenya, and threw him into the dungeon, we have another Messiah that God has said, okay, you have the capacity. Are we supposed to be questioning? If not, I'm narrating the story so that you know how daft and somehow wicked our people are. Are you not okay? You know, somebody who even will say, okay, I will lead. Are you supposed to be questioning that kind of person? Are you not supposed to be marketing all these estates in Abuja, all these plazas in Lagos? Are you not supposed to be selling them and be contributing it to the central account where we will buy weapons and develop our life? Are you not going to see this as an opportunity? Our people are not seeing it as an opportunity. And this is very, very bad. Every day, any day I have mic on this place, I must talk about this. You are not giving me the money. Go to IPOB USA. In fact, the website is there in our Prime Minister's account or Minister of Information. Request, they will give you the account. You are not sending it to anybody. Of course, God have done Christmas for some of us. We are not looking for that kind of money. You know what to do. You have to pay your dues now so that you will live to tell the story. Don't think that most of us who are coming here every day to say this, we think that most of us don't have job to do. Do that your business you're doing in Alaba is no more important than this. That your business you're doing in Kukumaiko is not more important than this. Because very soon they will set that place ablaze. And let me see where you want to go. If not now that BLA is dealing with them, are you going to run back to Imo State to start that your business? Come on, man. Wake up from this. This is time we will organize ourselves and fight this once and for all. And everybody, if I tell you the benefit of Biafra, you will not sleep this night. The benefit of Biafra, you will not sleep this night. Please, my people, I am begging you. With everything, everything in me, I am begging you. I am begging you to support this. This is not time to gossip. This is not time to talk nonsense. Somebody said he has 1,000 Bitcoin. 1,000 Bitcoin, and you are there yabbing because you need favor from Peter Mba. Now come back to Enugu. Peter Mba will kidnap you and deal with you. Let me see where you and that 1,000 Bitcoin will come and save you. Anybody that knows that guy, please invite him into this place. We have to talk sense into them, since the devil have entered them for them to use their influence against our people. And all this our so-called celebrities who are keeping quiet. Some of them are warming up to come and contest probably a position when Biafra is restored. We are watching you people. We are watching you. There is time for everything. The influence you have now, use it for Biafra. Use it. Use that your song for Biafra. Use that your Instagram for Biafra. Use that your whatever you are for Biafra. This is now we need it so that the world will know what is going on. You have seen that Zoom media is not reporting what is happening in Nord. Nobody is reporting what is happening in Ihara. It's only us that are here that are reporting it. And everybody is paying deaf ear to it. But they know we are dealing with them. They know. They are feeling the heat inside. And Nigeria is being run by propaganda. A country being sustained and run by falsehood and propaganda. Evil entity that is only living in cover-up lies. Cover-up lies. That is what they know for. Support what we are doing so that this thing will end this year once and for all. Nobody will have time to come and be preaching. I am not a preacher. I'm not a preacher. We'll only tell you how it is and support what we are doing, and we'll deal with these idiots and get out of here. Enough is enough. Can't you see what is going on? Or is it because your family is not affected? And when it starts happening in your village, you will be the one to run to social media to come and cry, so that we will come and probably help you. Now it's not happening in your village and you are not talking. You are not joining what we are doing. This one is, if not that we have countered them and decimated, demolished them. All this nonsense they are now. It's okay. Now you've seen the truth. You've known the difference between the white and black. You've seen the evil and the good guy. You have seen you have seen it. We don't need quarrel. We are begging you to come in and put your name in a good book. You have now when you have the chance. Very soon there will be no time. That website will be closed and nobody will collect your support again. You will not have any receipt to add to your portfolio. I'm telling you the truth. Believe it or not. Believe me, there is time for everything, and this time around is our time. It is time for us to support this government. I am begging you. 500 foot soldiers are marching where only God knows where they are now. Do you know whether they are very close to your village? Do you know whether they are the one now carrying, shine your shoe in your street, numbering all of you, knowing where you are living, knowing where you are staying, knowing the number of your vehicle? You don't know. What? Because what you don't know is bigger than you. Those who know are here telling you, and you are keeping mute, thinking that we are fools. Anyways, well, we will not. This is what we stand for. We will never stop talking. We will keep on talking until Biafra comes. Mazi Onyekachi, you have the mic.
Okay, guy, you see, I am so grateful that what we are doing is something that we in fact we feel like the way I feel, if I don't do it, you look as if any day I did not update my 4 platforms with informations about Biafra, it will look as if something is missing. I will be thinking, what is that I'm missing, until I remember that I have to update. And I know what it takes recharging my data, 2 of my lines to do this. And again, when you see all these are people that when you pass information to them, they will tell you, begin to talk. These people, they are the kind of level of darkness, how these people, how myopic they are. You see that mindset of being only man standing in the village, chairman, for them to give, you have eaten up in some of our people. In fact, some of them will reject a system where everybody will be okay, doing well. You know, they will choose a place where there will be maybe a few guys have, they will be giving others, they will be respected. This mindset have eaten up some of our people, especially those who find themselves in abroad. You know, if somebody who is in abroad that enjoys all the social amenities, basic amenities, security, everything, if you cannot know better that Nigeria is unsustainable and must be dismantled, then that person don't need to be forgiven. Because that thing you are enjoying abroad, those who are fighting to replicate it in your own lands, well, there are people who have this, because they have all it takes to do better. But yet you cannot support them. Rather, when you hear about Biafra, you speak with man in a manner to discourage others. We need to be marking these people, that kind of people. We need to be recognizing them, marking them very well, because they won't be forgiven. You know, they won't be forgiven. For example, had it been in villages that the area that kind of people live below, we allow them to be dealt with. But because of innocent others, like this guy you're talking about now, his village now, when it will happen now, our people will go and protect them. But not because of him, but because of innocent others. We must continue evangelizing. But those who are adamant, like these people, we must be marking them because they will not be forgiven. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my
Go ahead.
brother.
Are you there?
Yes, my minister, we are here.
Thank you. Who have not spoken? Let us round up because I have to attend to.
If you want to speak, please raise up your
another
hand.
engagement.
Let me know who is in charge.
Whom is spoken?
Okay, Oganiru is back. Oganiru, you have the mic. Make it quick.
Hello.
Oganiru, you have the mic.
Hello, my
Go
fellow
ahead.
Biafrans. Good evening, lovers for freedom. I have been on transit a little while, but now I'm back. I thank God for this topic and the analysis Mazi Oyekachi has already made also. As we have seen today, a lot of things are happening in the zoo. One of which, they have run out of soldiers. That's why they have to release the 500 jihadis they call repentant Boko Haram. These are the mercenaries that have been sponsored from Sahel to come and kill, maim, and rape our women. But thank God for our liberation army. Thank God for the WOTOWOTO they are receiving. They are receiving it very, very hot. It is not easy. There are a lot of our brethren that are living in Abuja, in so many areas, that are in the military. I happen to speak with one of them, although I speak frequently with him most of the time, and I will remind him, you should resign from this your job. Must you be a general before you resign? And he told me a lot of things, one of which is that even they themselves, they are also afraid of their lives. He have to remove all the outsiders that are serving him and replace them with our Igbo brothers. So all his office, he have removed, transferred so many of them. So I told him, have you voted for this ongoing Biafran referendum? He said, he have voted though. He's even preaching to others to vote. So my brothers, a lot of things are happening. And those that we even think that are working against us, some of them are working secretly. If you know you are working in the zoo, you have opportunity to support. I advise you to do it with all willingness because we must go. Whatever you know you can do to sabotage the system, to make sure that Nigeria is a fallen nation, please do it accordingly. And I also want to congratulate all the Biafrans who have voted, and for those who have also start helping others to vote through their gadget. In my own zone, a lot of people are learning how to help others. It's a very, in fact, we are winning the war, not only in the media, but on ground. So a lot of people who I have come across, just like some of the people who have I also taught, they are giving testimony about what is going on, where they work. So many people have already even know them. So one of them told me that when he reached to his office, there are more than 20 people waiting for him, that they have gotten information that he's the one. So a lot of things are happening. And I pray that Michiko Kabiama protect all our people who have sacrificed their time, their offices to do it diligently and with security consciousness, knowing fully that what we are doing is to liberate ourselves from the damnable zoological republic called Nigeria. The vote is still ongoing. If you have not voted, go and vote. Your vote is your right, and your right is your voice. Voice out now or never before. Thank you very much. I greet you, my wonderful Minister of Information. I greet you, Kama. I greet Mazi Oyekachi. I greet Mad Peace. I salute you, Jaja God. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Right on, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. As you all know, our minister will be rounding up very soon. Please, if you want to say something, raise up your hand so that we'll give you the mic.
I just want to say something. This is Mazi Chukwumaiza. Hello? Hello?
Go ahead. We are listening to you.
I'm sorry I didn't get to raise my hands up. I'm just going to be brief. Thank you to every one of you who's on this space. Thank you to every well-meaning Biafran who make it as a point to always come out here and continue to propagate the gospel. Also, greetings to my information minister and every other ministers on this space. I just want to say, waking up and coming to hear this news of 400 and something Zoo terrorist soldier being dropped down, being sent to judgment to go and answer for their sins feels nothing more than being so delightful. As where I come from has been really ravaged. I'm from Olu State, BIAFRALANDS. As I could tell you that all the young men over there deserted because of fear. But I'm hearing this news. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. As everything about Biafra is always a good news and a reason to be motivated to not stop and keep doing what you're doing. Each and every one of us in this movement, we all have something to offer. And now is the time for everybody to come out. Even your voice is needed. Your your contribution, whatever you know you can do one way or the other to keep pushing this forward, please let's do it. Let us inculcate Biafra in your schedule every day because Biafra means light. All we need is Biafra. Biafra is what will guarantee us our safety, our future, and our dignity as a people. Because if the land has been given to us by Chukwuka Abiyama, if we fail to defend it and it gets taken away from us, we are going to be wanderers, like people with no home. And before you know it, you face all manner of humiliation and you go into extinction. So that's the main reason why this is very important. What we are doing will give us everlasting freedom. What we are doing will guarantee the release of our leader. All we need now is to bring out everything we have in one way or the other. I'm so glad because I don't think it's one that I speak on this space. If I started to speak on this space, it was never emboldened, but the you have something to bring into this liberation in one way or the other. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our Prime Minister, and I also, most especially, I want to thank Biafra for making me realize my potential and understanding what it is that I need to do to make sure that this freedom is guaranteed and guaranteed for good. So, to everyone out there, let us not stop. Let's keep doing what we are doing, keep pushing, and trust me, he who labors for Chukwukikabiyama is guaranteed enormous reward. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll yield my mic here for now. Thanks.
Thank you, Chukuma. Chidon, you have the mic.
You. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty Chukwukabiyama for and giving Mazen and the kind of somebody like Mazi Simon Igba. And I want to also thank Chukwukabiyama for giving Simon Igba ministers like people like are working under him, that are working with him to actualize the Biafra struggle. I used to pray when they held him on the Kano. I said, God, please, whoever that's going to work with Simon Igba, please, let them not be saboteurs. Let them know the meaning of what they are doing and know the future, what lies ahead, and stick and know that.
Chidon, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello?
We can't hear you.
Hello?
Please, you can maybe go and come back later.
Can you hear me?
No. We can't hear you. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for
Hello?
staying awake up to this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Chidon, are
Yes.
you back? Can you
Yes, I
hear me
can
now?
hear you. Yeah, so I
Okay.
just want to thank God for
Go ahead.
sending somebody like Master Simon Ekba and also people like that are working with him. It's a thing of joy because when you look at what is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land, it's a painful situation. When they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, we were all worried, and I prayed to God. I said to God, please give Mazen Nandekano somebody that will not sabotage him the way all these DOS people are sabotaging him. And God really brought forth Mazen Simon Ekba, and I prayed to God. I said, God, please give Simon Ekba.
Chidon, your network is very bad. I don't know. It will cease and it will. Chidon, are you there? Okay, everybody. Thank you very much. I think we will invite our minister the Minister of Information, Government of Biafra. Are you there? The Honorable Minister, sir, are you there? Can anybody hear me? Kama is read. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I think Chidon is having problem personally. I think that is a problem, and our minister is muted. Let's continue until he's back. So, the Nigerian story is not a new story. I'm telling you, Nigeria's story is not a new story. Everybody here know. We thank you very much, everybody, those who are here to spy on us, those who are here to listen to our message, those who are here to contribute. I can see our able sister, Stella, our own Ugochukwu Biafra. I cite you. I can see Chima, Mr. Snow. Yes. Biafran, Ngozi, Mazi Simon, Donald, Eze Media, Mr. Peter, Mr. Chukuma. Yes. I can cite each and every one of you. Mazi Ifani. I can cite you. I can cite Nzo Chuka, veteran, Biafran veteran. Chris. Yes. If you are here and you want to contribute, you can, of course, request for mic. We will give you the microphone. It is over. The time of fear of Janjaweed is over. The time of fear is over. We are dealing with them in a very crucial manner. Peter Ude, you have the mic.
Thank you once again. I just want to add to if we can have more drones to help our boys on ground, to give them more eyes, and also communication and food will be it will be okay, and it will go a long way.
Thank you very much, Peter. That is the responsibility of the government of Biafra in exile. If you have personal thing to communicate across, you can reach out to the Minister of Information. Our job here is to contribute and contribute and contribute and contribute. We send money across, they know what to do.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I believe those guys are fully equipped, and our job, because just like one of our brother here said, that bullet gun can never return back. So you see, we need to repackage back the bullets to re-equip ourselves. So that is why we are clamoring on our people, those who are doing business, to wake up. It's a wake-up call. Wake up. You are in abroad and you are enjoying social amenities. Wake up. I was in Singapore when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited Singapore. Singapore is one of the best countries in the world. If you are in Singapore, and you should know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, those guys. Singapore. Oh my goodness. You know, I was in a garden in Singapore and a snake appeared. Whoa, big snake. I ran. People started laughing. They said it's 7D. It was my first time of seeing 7D. I said I only heard about 2D, 3D. So the dimension has gotten to 7D. You know. So that is a beautiful country. People are there enjoying themselves. In such country, we can bring it down to Biafra. It's not a new thing that the zoo cannot sustain itself again. We want to bring Finland down to Biafra. We want to bring, Norway down to Biafra. Those things you are enjoying wherever you are, United States, we want to bring it down to Biafra. That is our own. We want something we will call our own forever. We want where we will make our laws. Nobody will rape my daughter and go scot-free. We want a country that we will love from our heart. We will beat our chest and say, this is my own, just like we love this government. This government is our government. That is what we are doing. Our people, we need to come out in mass, to shame the devil, to support this government with everything we've got, to make sure that this battle ends this year. We have fought enough. Since 1967, we have been fighting this battle. And nobody cares. We have to care for ourselves. Even if you don't like our prime minister, so one guy was telling me, I like to contribute, I like to do, but the way down prime minister, the way they do, like say, in a God. I say, well, come out, we will follow you. And the guy keep quiet. I say, yes, you that is talking, just come out, we will follow you. You think it's easy, right? You think you're contributing money to him to enrich him? No, my friend. You are saving your own generation from annihilation. If I tell you that we are fighting demons, you will not believe. The Janjaweed have over $1 trillion for budget to exterminate us. And you are here gossiping about our prime minister. Same shameful. Come out so that we'll do this thing once and for all and everybody will go arrest. Our Minister of Information, are you back? Okay. Kama Israel, do you have anything to tell our people? Kama Israel, are you there? Mazi White, Mazi Simon Ogo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, go ahead. Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. The minister, and my thanks go specially to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and his team, and every one of us who is doing one or two things to propagate this gospel, of Biafra. And my special thanks also goes to all the men on ground, those who are bearing arms and those who are defending our land. It's been it's almost 2 years since I came back to Nigeria from where I was staying before. Because when the things started getting hot, some of us, we knew that Master Simon will need a lot of strength, energy, and support from everyone around. Actually, the reason I came back to Nigeria, though I've not actualized it, but I hope patient and waiting for the day our Prime Minister will call and say, okay, we are recruiting and anybody who's interested should show up. Many of us are here. I came down with more than 5 or 6 of my friends. Been here, it's almost 2 years now. I've been patiently waiting for the right time. And I just thank everyone once more. And I want to say that, I've been here, coming back here, I've noticed that people in Nigeria, because of the subjugation, is that every day, every blessed day, their opportunity of them being alive narrows. And each of them dying or being killed increases. It doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter if the security you have, the day they will come for you, there will be nothing to save you. Not even God will come and save you that day. The only hope we have is Biafra. And some people, they think somebody was talking to me and telling me about wealth, buying property. I just look at this and laugh. I told him, I think one of your friends were kidnapped about 3 days ago.
Mazi White, are you there? Oh, I think he lost his connection. I think he lost his connection. Mazi White, can anybody hear me? Mr. Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Mazi White is back. Mazi White, please, I think you lost your connection. Mazi White, can you hear me? Oh, oh no. I think we lost the guy. He will go and reinforce and come back. He's trying to enlighten us into something. But unfortunately, I think his network is bad. And okay, so does anybody wish to say something? Please grab the mic.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Please, I don't know if you can, because I just followed you now. If you can send me the direct link, I'm trying to help my mom to vote. So the link I am trying to use to help her to vote is not coming up. So I don't know if you can send me the right one.
Okay, just go to our Prime Minister's page and copy it. Is there?
Okay.
That particular one works faster. Just go there and
Okay.
copy it. Yes.
Thank you.
Archbishop of Biafra, you have the mic.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless everybody on space. The third guy, may God bless you. God bless Sonia Marawa and everybody that has been piloting this warfare we are doing on media. There's something that caught my mind, getting in touch with Russia is what bothers me. But then I saw a post from our Minister of Communication, Sonia Marawa, that has to do with these guys from Mali, Niger, and the Burkina Faso. I think having alliance with them will give us another step to Russia. That's what it just occurred to my mind now, because now that they are enemy to Fulani, we should utilize this opportunity to get in touch with them, alliance with them, so that we can get a step to Russia. That's my contribution. I know this is being recorded, and I know that Sonia Barawa and even the Prime Minister himself, he has time, most times, to listen to all this and to watch all these things. We need it. And again, I want to encourage everybody to keep on preaching this voting. Consistency is the key. Our problem as a people is Nollywood. I have run into so many people here. They are watching Nollywood drama when Fulani are killing their people in the jungle. They are talking of Nollywood. You are telling them, have you voted? They say, what to vote? Because they are not interested. Bible said, faith is coming by here. It depends on what you focus your mind to do. That's what shaping your faith or your mindset. Please, let us continue doing the needful, evangelizing and doing this liberation, or should I say crusade, to get our people to vote. May God bless everybody, give you the mindset to donate to the liberation force, to do the needful, and to pray that our angels, God will strengthen them. And again, to pray, I called for some people to come so that we wage war, spiritual war against Islamic State of England. They are falling, they are falling, and they must surely scatter. God bless you.
He say they have failed already. Peter, you have the mic. Peter, are you there?
I
it's like
hope
it's
this
not
one
close.
is
Can
not
I
Peter
go?
Mba.
Peter Ude, I think. Ude Uwak.
Okay.
Good evening to you, Biafrans, and I'm happy to speak once again. It has been a long time. I have not, although I follow the program most of the time. Am I coming out clear?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Um, yeah, according to our brother who just spoke now, it's just the same thing. I was like trying to speak to some of our brothers over where I am right now this evening, and it's like a strange thing to them. I was like, so you guys don't follow up, and you are always here talking this movie, this, that. But it's a general effort that we have to put together to see that we keep on evangelizing anywhere we are, because most of us are lacking behind. Although since 29th of January, I'm I'm totally down. Thank God that I'm back now, and although I have tried to cast my vote, and also was struggling to send message across due to, I don't know, for a very long time I have not sick, and just last month 29, since 2 weeks now. So just but totally I'm recovering now. Coming to your topic, Nigeria released 500 plus jihadist terrorists to Biafra. You see, um, this is this shouldn't be surprise to you, but what should be surprising us is, why is it now that they are releasing it? And the answer is because our men on ground, our angels, are doing massive job by reducing them in numbers. Because you see this Boko Haram, they are recruiting, and by now this is not their initial plan. Their initial plans are, because even before now I have been discussing this with my friends. I told them, look, you see Shegumi coming out to tell you that Boko Haram are their northern warrior. He's not missing word. He's not hiding much. He told you the pure truth about the whole thing. Only that, in Nigeria, we take everything as a comedy, or as just like now we are voting and some people are busy watching football or watching movie. They don't care. That is the life of Nigeria. Even tomorrow, if somebody in the family die, they just cry 1 or 2 days. The next day, life continue. So when Shegumi came out to tell you that Boko Haram are the northern warriors, it's not missing word. Let me tell you the initial plan. This releasing of the Boko Haram now is premature plan, because the main plan was to use Nigerian soldiers, the indigenous youths, to fight their jihadist war, to to do the
dirty job to an extent that when they see that those boys, the indigenous people or the indigenous soldiers in the Nigerian military have begun to regain their senses, that they cannot take their order fully, that is when they will release Boko Haram to finish the job. These boys, you see, they are recruiting now. But to their greatest surprise, that is why you see, even I forget one of them who said that the target, the timing of the Biafra, this Biafra, the timing of our prime minister and this Biafra issue now is their problem. Is a problem. It's like a problem to them because we are not calculating that somebody like our prime minister will come out by this time to carry this fight, to carry it to them, not even to fight to defend. It's like he's taking the fight to them because they have planned all these things and it was going as it was planned till they miscalculated by kidnapping our supreme leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that somebody like our prime minister is behind to take on the challenge and take it with full assurance. So their initial plan was to reserve all this Boko Haram. Because me talking to you, I can tell you the history of this Boko Haram because I grew up in the north, just precisely. When they were trying to form all these gangs, on Sundays they will come to church. When the Christians went to church, they will come and attack, kill, and when the police come, they will say, "I be Muslim subaya iskanande." The matter will just die like that till they sponsor them to this and extent. Don't think that they don't know what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. But only that this is like a sudden and premature this thing. It come to them by sudden and by surprise. They were not expecting that this fight will take them by surprise like this at this stage. That is why you see they are releasing them by now. This is not their initial plan. Their initial plan is to use the Nigerian military, the indigenous youth, those who have the experience. They will fight and help them to conquer many areas. And when they see that those guys are getting wiser now, they will send them to some front, just like they normally set them up with the Boko Haram. When they send them, they will tell the Boko Haram their location and when they are coming and the direction they are taking. They will ambush them on the way and kill them. That is exactly what they want to use and how they want to kill all the indigenous youth and those who they think is becoming a threat to them in the Nigerian military. But surprisingly to them, our prime minister came and organized a outstanding army which is facing and killing them in massive way. So recruiting them now is like, let them just try to fill the gap to see if they can do something. But this is not their initial plan. And not recruiting them now means that they have been defeated. Because at this moment they are totally confused. What can we do and how will we do it? And they see that the most troubling aspect out of it is that they don't see any way or any means to penetrate our government. So that is where it's giving them more trouble. Because if at all they have some contact or a means to see if they can try, you can see them fighting in the through the other politicians. But every door, every connection, every contact is locked. That is why you
Ikuku,
see
sorry,
them fighting.
make it snappy. Our minister is back. Just make it
Okay,
short. Yeah.
okay.
Thank
That
you
is
very
why
much.
you see them releasing this Boko Haram now. But this is not their initial plan. Thank you. Let me allow our minister to carry on.
Thank you very much, Ikuku. Our Minister of Information, you have the mic, sir. Honorable Minister, I thought you gave me signal. Honorable Minister, you have the mic, sir. Okay, Kuku, you can go ahead. I think just he's busy. Just go ahead with what you're saying. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's normal thing. So, and another thing is these our brothers who are, I cannot call them ignorant, because most of these our brothers fighting our effort to liberate ourselves from the Janjaweed, and they are not putting or showing sign of making their own effort, as they claim that we are not doing it well. Um, those people are really giving me concern, because why I'm saying this is, like I was earlier today, I was after JD Kwaka dropped one space, I waited for another space. Then nobody connects. Then I see this SM area space, and I joined their space listening. And while I'm there, I can see some of our Biafran brothers who also came to evangelize on their own ways, and you can see the attacks, you can see the hate from our own Biafran brothers. You see, I know that this is not the right time to speak about these guys, but why I'm speaking about them is because these guys, you see, when you watch some of them, they cannot say they are ignorance. Neither are they going to say that they are illiterate. They don't know what is going on. But you can see that these people themselves, either they have their own agenda, or they have something that they are hoping to be in Nigeria. But where is giving me concern is they always tackle any of our brothers when they come to speak. You see them just like one chief Chinemere. This evening I heard him just because one of our brother was trying to narrate the solution to Nigeria problem, trying to say that Biafra have the solution. Biafra is the only um, organization who provides solution to Nigeria problem. And after giving his own this thing, ideas to the topic, the same chief who was trying to portray our prime minister last time pick on that guy, and he was like um trying to tarnish and insult IPOB, like like a shit, even